What is up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of HomeCraft Cocktails. Cocktails you can make from the comfort of your home. My name is Briss, and today we'll be going over the Mai Tai. The Mai Tai was created back in 1944 by the guy by the name of Victor Bergeron, who's better known as Trader Vic. He was a renowned bartender, especially in the 30s to the 60s, and was known for specializing in tiki cocktails. Now, if you don't know what a tiki cocktail is, it basically just boils down to any cocktail that is usually made from rum and is typically fruity, colorful, and is lavishly garnished. So think of hurricanes, zombies, scorpions, things of that nature. On an evening in 1944, Trader Vic was experimenting on a new cocktail at his restaurant, Trader Vic's, in Oakland, California, and he had his two friends from Tahiti with him as well. Their names were Ham and Carrie Gill. After the first sip was had, it is said that Carrie shouted, "Mai Tai Roai," and I probably butchered that pronunciation, but it roughly translates to "out of this world, the best" in Tahitian. Thus, Trader Vic decided to name the cocktail the Mai Tai due to this exclamation. Now, I will say there is some debate to the origin of the cocktail, like almost all other cocktails. It is argued by Don Beach, who's also known as Don the Beachcomber, who is another renowned tiki bartender who was also bartending throughout the 30s and 60s and is a direct competitor to Trader Vic, that he was actually the one that made the drink. Now, this has been adamantly refuted by Trader Vic, who even in his book, Trader Vic's Bartender's Guide Revised Edition back in 1972, actually goes as far as to recount the entire story of how he came up with the drink, and even ends his monologue with, and I quote, "Anybody who thinks I did not create this drink is a dirty stinker."
Listen, come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What is your dumb ass say?
I mean, come on, guys, let's give him a break. You know, he was like 70 years old when he said that, so you know how old people are. But you get the gist. Now, to this day, you can find Mai Tais everywhere, and over the past 8 decades, the Mai Tai has been served at 20 different Trader Vic's locations, and they sell tens of thousands of Mai Tais on a daily basis. Now, with that brief history lesson out of the way, let's get down to actually making the drink. So first, you're going to start off by filling your shaker with crushed ice. So we're going to place ice in our Lewis bag here and crush it up. After that, you're going to add 1.5 ounces of white rum. Oh, wrong one. After that, you're then going to add 3/4 of an ounce of orange Curaçao. If you don't have orange Curaçao, obviously you can substitute that for triple sec or Grand Marnier or anything that's, you know, relative to that. After your orange Curaçao, then you're going to do 1/2 ounce of Orgeat Syrup. Orgeat Syrup is just almond syrup. Is pretty sweet, but also has like a different tasting element than like a simple syrup would give you. Then you're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. After that, then you're going to shake that up for about 5 to 10 seconds. You don't want to shake too long. Just want to mix the flavors together, get that dilution. And then after that, you can pour straight into your double rocks glass. And I'm actually going to add just a little more crushed ice on top here. Just to fill it out more. After that, then you're going to float 1/2 ounce of dark rum on top. After your dark rum, then you're going to do a lime wheel and a mint sprig as your garnishes. We'll put the lime wheel right there. And I forgot to go to the store to get fresh mint. This is the only mint sprig I have left. It is about a week old, and as you may know, mint dies very quickly when you get it after you get it from the store. So this is all I have for now, but when I take the picture later on to put on my Instagram and stuff, I'll be sure to get a fresh new bunch of mint leaves. We're gonna slap it, clap it to express, I guess, whatever oils may be left out of this, who even knows. Cut off the excess part of the stem, and we'll just place that right behind the lime wheel. And there we have a Mai Tai. And now that we have our drink, let's give it a taste. I gotta sip it a little more than usual, to get through that top layer. So I'm actually gonna try sipping this with a straw as well, just to see if there's a difference. There is a difference. Okay. So this is actually the first time that I've done a Mai Tai with a float layer of dark rum on top. Usually I incorporate my dark rum and white rum together when I shake it and then strain into the glass. So this is a new rendition for me. It is good. The top layer is rough to get through, but it's kind of like, having to like dig through coal to get to, a pile of diamonds or gold or something. Because once you get to that top layer, it's like very refreshing, citrusy, sweet, really just elements in a tiki cocktail that you come to know and love. I will say that drinking it with a straw did make a difference in terms of the taste, because when you're sipping it just off the rim like that, you have all the ice near, where the drink is coming from. So you can't taste it as well because lower temperatures actually like lessen your taste buds, so you can't taste as well. When you incorporate a straw and you're going through the canal of the straw, you're kind of tasting more in the bottom or the middle of the drink. Unfortunately, I only have very long straws like this, so it doesn't really prove well for a glass of this size. I need to get some smaller straws for this occasion, but I definitely would incorporate a straw for sure. This is nice though, I will say. Mai Tais can be on the sweeter side, which some people might prefer, if that's you. But this has a really good balance that I enjoy more, so I'm glad that I made it this way. Also, with Mai Tais of the more modern variety, it is a mixed rum, so you'll have either light and dark, or light and spiced rum, or any mix of, multiple different rums. However, if you really want to go the traditional route and make it how Trader Vic made it back in the 40s, he actually just used a 12-year Jamaican rum. It was Ray and Nephew to be exact, but you can get something really nice like a Appleton Estate 12-year for about $35 and just have that be your rum base instead of having a mixed way. I will definitely try this the next time I make a Mai Tai and see what different, tasting notes I can get from it. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching this week's video, and I'll catch you next week for the next round. Peace.